Your turbocharged engine is a masterpiece of engineering, squeezing out power and performance by forcing more air into the cylinders than nature ever intended. But with great boost comes great responsibility. Here's the brutal truth. Turbos live a hard life. They spin at up to 200,000 RPM, endure extreme heat, and rely heavily on proper care to survive. One careless mistake, and you're not just risking power loss, you're setting yourself up for catastrophic failure that could leave you stranded or staring at a repair bill that costs more than your car is worth. And the worst part? Most drivers kill their turbo engines without even knowing it. It's not always reckless driving or racing. It's the small habits, the overlooked maintenance, the shortcuts people take every day, unknowingly shaving thousands of miles off their engine's life. So in this video, we're breaking down 10 deadly mistakes that silently destroy your turbo engine. Some of these might surprise you, but trust me, if you want to keep your turbo screaming happily for years to come, you need to know them. Stick around till the end, because even the last point is something most enthusiasts overlook, and it could be the difference between a healthy turbo and a blown one. Let's dive in. 1. Not letting the engine warm up. First up, and this is a turbo killer, jumping in and driving hard on a cold engine. When your engine is cold, the oil is thicker and doesn't flow as well. Your turbo relies on oil for lubrication at insane speeds. We're talking over 200,000 RPM. If you push it while the oil is still cold, you're starving the turbo of proper lubrication, causing premature wear. Even in a rush, give your engine at least a couple of minutes of gentle driving to warm up before you start getting heavy on the throttle. 2. Shutting off the engine immediately after driving hard. Here's a big one that many people overlook. If you've just been driving hard, maybe you enjoyed a few spirited pulls or a highway sprint, and you shut off the engine right away, the oil inside the turbo basically sits and cooks. Without the engine running, there's no oil flow to cool the turbo down. This leads to what's called oil coking, where the leftover oil bakes into hard carbon deposits inside the turbo. Over time, this can clog oil passages and destroy the bearings. Solution: always let your engine idle for 30 seconds to a minute after heavy driving to let the turbo cool down properly. 3. Cheap or wrong oil. Your turbo is brutally hard on oil. Because of the insane temperatures and speeds, you need high-quality, manufacturer-recommended oil, no compromises. Cheap oil breaks down faster under heat and loses its protective properties. Even worse, using the wrong viscosity can prevent the turbo from getting the proper lubrication it needs. Stick to high-quality synthetic oils that meet or exceed your car's specifications, and change it at regular intervals, even sooner than recommended if you drive hard. 4. Ignoring oil change intervals. Speaking of oil, this deserves its own point. Even the best oil won't save you if you're not changing it on time. As oil ages, it collects contaminants, fuel dilution, and moisture, all of which reduce its effectiveness. Old, dirty oil is like running sandpaper through your turbo's bearings. Stick to the oil change intervals religiously, and if you drive in harsh conditions or enjoy spirited driving, shorten those intervals. Your turbo will thank you. 5. Poor quality air filters or neglecting air filter maintenance. Your turbo compresses air and forces it into the engine, but if that air isn't clean, you're asking for trouble. Dirty or poor quality air filters allow fine dust and debris to slip through, which can sandblast the turbo's compressor blades. This not only reduces performance but eventually leads to failure. Make sure you're using a good quality air filter and inspect it regularly. Replace it as soon as it starts looking dirty, especially if you drive in dusty environments. 6. Overboosting with tuning or mods without proper support. Sure, everybody loves more boost, but too much of it without the proper supporting modifications is a recipe for disaster. Cranking up the boost without upgrading the fuel system, cooling, or internals can push the turbo beyond its safe limits. It generates more heat, more stress, and dramatically shortens the life of both your turbo and engine. If you're chasing power, do it right. Get a proper tune from a reputable tuner and ensure your supporting mods are in place. 7. Ignoring boost leaks or exhaust leaks. Finally, one of the silent killers: boost leaks and exhaust leaks. A small boost leak might not seem like a big deal, but it forces your turbo to work harder to maintain pressure. Same with exhaust leaks, especially before the turbo. They rob the turbo of the exhaust energy it needs to spool properly. The result? More strain, higher temperatures, and faster wear. If you ever notice a drop in performance, weird hissing sounds, or inconsistent boost, get it checked immediately. 8. Using cheap fuel or the wrong octane turbo engines are often designed to run on premium fuel because they operate under high compression. Running lower octane than recommended can cause knocking, which forces the ECU to pull timing, or worse, it can lead to pre-ignition damage. Long-term, this stresses both the engine and turbo. Solution: always use the recommended fuel grade, and if you've tuned your car for higher octane, stick with it. 9. Heat soak and lack of proper cooling. High intake temperatures drastically reduce performance and increase the chance of detonation. If your intercooler is undersized or airflow to the radiator is poor, your turbo will suffer. On hot days or after long hard driving sessions, heat soak can really start to kill your efficiency and your turbo's lifespan. Upgrading your intercooler and making sure your cooling system is healthy can go a long way. 10. Ignoring strange noises. Turbo failure rarely happens out of nowhere. Whistling, whining, or grinding noises. They're early warning signs that something is wrong, like failing bearings or compressor wheel contact. Ignoring these sounds until it's too late usually means total turbo failure. Pro tip: always pay attention to new sounds and get them diagnosed early. So there you have it, 10 of the deadliest mistakes that can slowly, or sometimes instantly, destroy your turbo engine. Some of these might seem small, even harmless at first glance, but remember, when you're dealing with an engine that operates at insane speeds and temperatures, every little detail matters. A few bad habits today can cost you thousands tomorrow. The good news? Now that you know these mistakes, you're already ahead of most drivers. Keep your turbo well maintained, respect its limits, and it will reward you with thrilling performance for years to come. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to check out the other videos on the channel. We're all about keeping your car running stronger, longer, and saving you from those painful, expensive lessons the hard way. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.